This is TechCrunch. 5 million users, 8-figure annual recurring revenue, 20,000 new users joining daily. These are some solid numbers for a startup called Turbo AI, launched in early 2024 by Rudy Arora and Sarthak Dhawan, two 20-year-old college dropouts. Most of this growth has come in the past 6 months, the founders tell TechCrunch, during which their AI-powered note-taking and study tool grew from 1 million to 5 million users while remaining profitable. They say the idea for Turbo stemmed from a classroom problem many college students face, which is trying to take notes while paying attention to a lecture at the same time. CEO Dhawan said, "I would always struggle with taking notes because I just couldn't both listen to the teacher and write at the same time. I just couldn't do it. Every time I tried to take notes, I'd stop paying attention. And when I listened, I couldn't take notes. I was like, what if I could use AI?" So the pair built Turbo Learn as a side project to allow them to record lectures and automatically generate notes, flashcards, and quizzes. They began sharing it with friends. Then it spread to classmates across Duke and Northwestern, where they were enrolled until dropping out this year. Within months, the app had reached other universities, including Harvard and MIT. The product takes the usual note-taker formula, record, transcribe, summarize, and makes it interactive with study notes, quizzes, and flashcards, along with a built-in chat assistant that explains key terms or concepts. However, recordings in large halls often pick up background noise, so the founders built features that allow students to upload PDFs, lectures, YouTube videos, or readings instead. That's now a more common use case than live lecture recordings. Dhawan said, "Students will upload a 30-page lecture and spend 2 hours going through 75 quiz questions in a row. You don't do that unless it's really working." He noted that students love how the product saves time and helps them retain information. It's not just students using Turbo AI, though. As reflected by the name change from Turbo Learn to Turbo AI, an AI note-taker and learning assistant. Professionals have adopted it too, including consultants, lawyers, doctors, and even analysts at Goldman Sachs and McKinsey, the founders say. Some, for instance, upload reports and use Turbo to generate summaries or convert them into podcasts they can listen to on their commute. Arora and Dhawan have been friends since middle school and have collaborated on multiple projects over the years. Dhawan previously built UMax, an advice app that promised to make people more attractive and reached #1 on the App Store with 20 million users and $6 million in annual revenue. Arora, meanwhile, specializes in using social media strategies to drive explosive growth and attract millions of users. Building viral apps is a rare skill, but despite the scale of their previous projects, the founders only felt the need to drop out for Turbo because they saw an opportunity to build a lasting business. Still, unlike many fast-growing AI companies, they're cautious about raising too much money too early, having taken in only $750,000 last year. Arora said, "We raised that before we had a lot of traction. Since then, we've had a lot of inbound interest, but we're taking our time because we're cash flow positive and have been profitable our entire time as a company." He added that their 15-person team is based in Los Angeles and focused on staying close to student and creator communities at colleges like UCLA. Students pay about $20 a month for the product, but the founders say they're exploring other pricing options to reflect the price sensitivity of students even as the app scales beyond the target group. Arora said the company is experimenting with other pricing and running a lot of A/B tests to see what works. Turbo AI sits between fully manual tools like Google Docs and fully automated note-takers like Otter or Fireflies. Users can let the AI take notes or write alongside it, the founders say. That approach has helped Turbo stand out even as competitors like Y Combinator backed YouLearn target similar student audiences. Dhawan said, "What's cool now is that when students think of an AI note-taker or AI study tool, we're the first ones that come to mind." YouTube announced Thursday that it has paid more than $8 billion to the music industry in the 12 months between July of last year and July of this year. YouTube's global head of music, Lyra Cohen, said, "This number is not an endpoint. It represents meaningful, sustained progress in our journey to build a long-term home for every artist, songwriter, and publisher on the global stage." The milestone marks a new record for the platform, as YouTube's annual music industry payout increased by $2 billion since 2022, when the company reported contributing $6 billion in revenue to the music industry between July 2021 and June 2022. A year before that, in 2021, YouTube announced that it had paid out $4 billion to the industry in 12 months. Thursday's announcement comes as Spotify announced earlier this year that it paid out $10 billion to the music industry last year. The company delivered $9 billion in 2023. It's worth noting that the artists themselves don't receive all the money. It also goes to labels, publishers, songwriters, and others. YouTube says it's seeing momentum from its twin-engine revenue model, noting that it has over 125 million music and premium subscribers globally, including users on trials. The company also said that it has 2 billion logged-in viewers who watch music videos each month. YouTube is available in more than 100 countries and supports 80 languages. The company announced last month at its Made on YouTube event that it paid more than $100 billion to creators, artists, and media companies in the last 4 years. That's it from TechCrunch. For more tech stories like these, go to TechCrunch.com.